Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be repairing a snap-on ratchet here. The part number is FLL80. I believe this is a 17-inch ratchet. So anyhow, the selector lever switch, it broke off on me, and so I contacted Snap-on Canada through email, and they sent me a ratchet repair kit for free. So I sent them the email and pictures of the ratchet and all of the information that they needed. They sent me this. So today I'm going to be replacing the old parts with this one here. These are all of the parts that you need. So I'm going to be disassembling the ratchet now. So I'm just using a head screwdriver to loosen up the two screws here. So we are taking out the screws now. The kit, it comes with brand new screws. We're going to take this out. Okay, so here's all of the pieces inside. So we're just gonna take everything out and reinstall with brand new pieces. So we're just gonna open this up. Get that out of the way. It comes with a new switch here, a ratchet a mechanism, just the springs and everything that comes along with it. Brand new screws. Just seems like an O-ring seal, and some of the grease here. The super lube grease. PTFE. So anyhow, we are going to disassemble everything now. So we are going to take this out. You need to note the orientation on how everything comes out. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hard time trying to reassemble everything. I'm not sure if I have repaired ratchets in the past, so I have to watch out for myself here to make sure I put everything back the same way. So this ratchet, it was working, going in the one direction. It would go to the left, anti-clockwise. We're gonna take this out. I see that there's a ball inside here. I believe that this ball, it switches over when you switch over the ratchet here. See the ball here? So I believe when you switch over, this ball it hops onto this. I guess you can call it a detent or something. So hops over here. So we're gonna leave that here aside. And we're probably going to clean this up with a brake cleaner, clean everything down. Then we are going to put some of the lubricant inside. We're gonna clean the area down here. Just a little bit of the brake cleaner, just to wipe it down a bit, and clean all of the dirt and the debris that may be inside here. I know that if you have any one of the snap-on guys that comes to your shop, usually they fix this for free on site. But I'm outside of the shop these days, so I don't have any snap-on guys coming to my place. So, and it's getting very hard to get a hold of these guys these days. So, anyhow, we're just gonna apply some grease here on the new part over here, and there's a new seal that comes with it. Just going to match everything up here. Put the seal in here. Make sure it's seated all the way. We're gonna put some in around here. Insert it inside. So now we're gonna insert this piece here, the switch piece. I'm sorry, it's not the switch piece. It's some other piece. I'm not too familiar with the the names of these pieces. So anyhow, so what we are going to do is, I believe we should put in the selector lever first before we put anything else in. I don't know if I'll be able to get that inside here. I have to get this through somehow, like this. Anyway, it's in backwards. It's in backwards. Just turn it. Just turn it like this. There's the ball here. Insert the ball. And now we're going to insert this piece here. The seats inside here. Like this. You will need to lift up the ratchet a tiny bit. I'm just matching up the old parts with the new parts, so you just need to put it back in exactly the same. Put this guy in here and put a little bit of the lubricant. I'm going to slide this guy in here. The spring keeps on coming out. I believe this goes in like this. And then we have our spring that goes here. And now we have this other different style spring. Put it in, insert it in between. And hopefully that works out for us. Making sure everything is in properly. So I don't think you're able to try this out until you have the cover back on, because it needs to be pushed against the cover. So we're just going to clean the cover a tiny bit, brake cleaner, put some of the lubricant, the remainder of the lubricant here. And if you want, I think you can put some like engine oil or something, or you can use maybe the white lithium grease to put inside to lubricate the parts. So I have some extra of the super lube stuff here. I might put a tad bit more, a tiny bit more grease. Just in the surrounding areas. So now I'm going to close this up. I found out that I already knew that these were Torx screws. I had a flathead screwdriver with me, so I have the proper torque screws, the the Torx bit. So this is a T10 Torx screws. So now we're going to close this up, and hopefully it's going to work. So the reason why this is not working is because the I don't know what you call it, the bronze piece or whatever it is with the spring in between is not engage with the teeth properly. That's why it's not turning. So it needs to go. This really needs to go inside all the way in order to get the cover in. So I'm trying to push down and turn on the ratchet piece that spins here. I'm trying to get it to spin here to engage onto the teeth. So I'm having some issues trying to get it in. Shouldn't move freely inside. Shouldn't be like stuck in there. So now I think I got this all sorted out. Now I can turn the switch back and forth. Just trying to see if I can get. Now it's turning now. So now let's see if this works now. I have to play around with it a little bit. This needs to sit in flush here. For some reason it's not sitting in flush. So I'm just trying to line this up all together, and you need to push both of these pieces inside to get it inside the selector lever switch inside here, in between. I think that's why it's not working. I'm trying to get this in now. Now it seems like it's sitting in flush now. So I think that's the problem the entire time. You gotta squeeze the two pieces to get it inside the selector lever switch. Now I'm not the best at rebuilding things, so it can be tricky sometimes, but you always need to remain patient in order to get this done. So we're gonna see and what happens now. We're going to get this in. I'm holding it down at the same time as I'm putting in the screws. You gotta make sure you keep the screws straight, otherwise you're going to to cross thread them. Not supposed to be a pain in the butt to do, but it can be. But if you have done a million jillion of these ratchets, it should be uh, pretty easy and straightforward. Get this guy in here. They said the torque spec is 9 inch-pounds for these screws, so you don't need to tighten them up uh, too much. Now it's working. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to tighten this guy up a little bit. And that's all there is to it. Now it's working. You can put this to the test to make sure that it's working properly, and then you're all good to go. This is sitting flush now inside the ratchet piece. So I had a hard time because the main issue here was that this piece here, I don't know if this is like bronze or brass or whatever, but this piece here, you gotta squeeze it in, and to get it inside the selector lever switch here. So the tricky part is when you're trying to get the pieces in, these two pieces have to line up inside here. So these two pieces, they somehow have to line up in between, inside here. For some reason, it was not working earlier, so I was trying to get it inside. You could see the two the notches here. They stick out, so you need to line it up in between here on one end and the one on the other end like this. It sits inside here. You gotta make sure that this is seated properly inside. I think that's the issue that I was having, and I didn't realize that. These two pieces, they sit inside like this. I'm kind of a first timer of rebuilding ratchets because I've never really done these before. I may have done it once in the past, like a long time ago, but I wasn't too sure. So because I know now, it'll be easier for me to do these uh, for next time. It's not really that hard. Once you get the hang of it, you should be all good to go, and then that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. Uh, if you did, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day and take care.